Happy Independence, Jamaica. Oh my gosh, today is such a special day. So many medals coming in left, right, and center. I can't keep track of things. But first and foremost, I want to wish Jamaica a happy independence. And aren't our athletes making us proud? Track is like seriously, they're showing up and out today from, you know, the girls that are performing on the circuits in Silesia, Poland, to the ones that are performing so well at the Commonwealth Games, to the World Junior Championships, which I have here on my screen. The 3,000 meter steeplechases are just about to start. But of course, I had to tune in for the 4x400 meters finals because that closes out the show. Uh, but before I do, let us say like congratulations to Karika Hill and for that awesome run in the 100-meter hurdles for girls. Track is let me know what you think so far of our girls. Aren't they doing so well? Track is again, join us if you're just joining or just tuning in. Today is the final day of the World Under 20 Championships. What a championships! Jamaica is currently leading the medal table. Like, hoot hoot! Like, what better could we ask for today, Independence Day? Oh my gosh! So we have a steeplechase on the track now. However, the 4x400 meters. Let me see when that kicks off. So that kicks off on at 5:20 Jamaican time, 6:20 U.S. Eastern Standard Time, and we have the females running first, and then we'll have the males running at 6:43 or 5:43 if you're home in Jamaica celebrating our independence. Trackers, thanks for joining us. Let us know in the comments. Start lighting up the comments. What do you think so far of the day? How are we doing? What do you think about the senior athletes that are performing on the circuit in Silesia, Poland? They are senior athletes over at the Commonwealth Games, and of course, our junior athletes that are making us so proud. Here at the Under 20 Championships in Cali, Colombia. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tam. I'm back again bringing you coverage of the World Under 20 Championships. But of course, we're going to speak about everything track and field, and a lot is happening on the track today all over the world for Jamaicans who are really showing up and out. And this is just showing the world that Jamaica has a great athletic program and there is continuity in the sport. I'm sure persons are just waiting around for, the reign of Shellyan and Elaine and Sharika to end so that they can get a chance, but nobody now get no chance because our younger athletes are coming up and showing that they're ready to dominate. From the Clayton twins, everybody that went to the World Junior Championships on the male and female side. Track is really showed up and out. The steeplechases on the track now. Of course, Jamaica has no interest, but I'm still just watching for. I find athletics interesting, so I'm still just taking it in. But track is let me know. Like a couple of you are in the comments. A couple of you are on the live feed now. Let me know what do you think so far of our athletes. How are they doing? Is there any particular athlete that you want us to talk about? Any particular race that you just watched that you want to discuss in detail? I don't know. Sharika stretching the field over in Silesia, Poland, running another sub 22 race, making the likes of Shawnee Miller Weber, Jenna Prandini, all of the other US athletes seem pedestrian. Do we want to speak about Shelly Ann running yet another 10-6? Remember, guys, when Asafa was the Was he the 9-7 king? Is Shellen not only is Shellen Fraser Price the 10-6 queen, she also has all the medals to her name and more. Isn't she doing us so proud at the age of 35, so consistent and doing so well? And then of course we have young Kerika Hill today dominating in the 100-meter hurdles, making those athletes, because you had a few athletes on the that she raced against that I have been following on the NCAA circuit. These are college athletes that Kerika would be racing against, and she made them look like nothing. All our athletes go out there, and so today earlier in the, let me see what we had. We had the discus throw, so we had two representatives from Jamaica finishing 8th and 10th. We still just want to say congratulations to Christopher Young and Kobe Lawrence for representing us in the discus throw and placing, 8th and 10th. We appreciate it. Christopher was in the finals. And then, of course, Jamaica won to Kerika Hill and Alexis James. 1-2 in the finals. Kerika Hill running a championships record of 12.77. Alexis James, huge personal best. She has been running personal best this whole meet, 12.87. We had these athletes outdoors again. Track is, and the bugs are giving me a warm time. But track is coming up in approximately, let me see what time this is. So it is 6:08 now. So around about 35 minutes. We have the men in the 4x400, and we have the females a little earlier. They're going to run in actually 12 minutes in the 4x400. The start list. So Jamaica has, let me see what how we look. So our season's best is 3 minutes 34.92, which is a solid time. And we're running nice. We're running out of lane 4. So I'm excited to see. So right there in the middle of the field. So I'm excited to see what our team will throw down. So if this is the final team that we're going to be using, we have Dejanay Oakley, Abigail Campbell, Onika Mack, Anoff, and Alia Baker representing Jamaica in the 4x400 meters, coming up shortly at 6:20, 5:20 Jamaican time again. Happy Independence to you, Jamaica. On the screen, we have the 3,000 meter steeplechase, but coming up, the World Junior Championships will be wrapping up, and we will see the 4x400 meter females and males from Jamaica in a moment. The females will race at 5:20 local Jamaican time, and the men will race at 5:43. So that's the bell lap in the steeplechase. But if you are just joining us, and I mean, I'm just joining you, today has been a day of pure bliss and excitement. What a way to say happy. Let us see what I saw where Prantini came upon Sharika's shoulder, then Sharika just shook her off. Yes, Sagi 1000. That was the same race. The same race in Silesia, Poland just now that Sharika ran in and ran that 21.8, I believe. She looked so magnificent. So since Sharika has had her 200-meter strategy figured out, and since she's been racing lately, we see Sharika Jackson catapulting off the curve, and that has kept the better 200-meter athletes out there from coming anywhere close to her. And that's how we saw her race in the World Championships. This was different. We know that Jenna Prandine is actually a very great curve runner. So this time she stayed with Sherika Jackson coming off that curve, and then Sherika is like, welcome to you. Like, I am the queen of this. I got this. I am the one that just ran 21.45. Like, like she just started to, and then again, I guess that's where we see the 400-meter power coming in. She just like powered away from the field. Shawnee Miller Weaver was trying to close fast. Jenna Prandini was, holding off, and then everybody else was way around at the back. That was a beautiful race by Sherika Jackson in Silesia, Poland. Awesome run. Let's not forget that Shelley also dropped a 10.6 in Poland. So we have those two doing so good. Elaine over there winning the 200 meters in at the Commonwealth Games. Like, awesome job, Elaine Thompson here. And then the female, the persons of the moment are juniors that I'm featuring today on this live, doing so well. We saw, Kerika Hill and Alexis James collecting their first and second, but of course, what do you expect? Jamaica leading the medal table, just saying, like, listen, happy independence, we're coming out and we're doing this thing. A small nation of under 3 million people taking on the might of the world, those African nations with God knows how much people, and the United States with 330 million people. And we have Jamaica at the top of the medal table. Little Jamaica with the 3 million. Like, happy independence. Track is a few of you are on the chat. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on. Just a few of you are on the live. Back in the day on Independence, I would have been at the beach, or so I appreciate the everybody for joining in on the live chat. Let us talk about our athletes. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Karika and her run today, Alexis James and her run, Shelly and Fraser Price dropping another 10.6. Sherika Jackson, Elaine Thompson picking up the gold in the 200 meters. Track is today, Independence Day has been a day filled with medals for Jamaica. If you see me looking down all the time, I'm on my phone watching the World Under 20 Championships. They still have the high jump for females going on now. That's what's up on my screen. That hasn't ended yet. The 3,000 meter steeplechase was the last event up on the track. Coming up in just around 7 minutes will be the 4x400 meters for females, and we get to see our girls. They're running out of lane 4. Dejanay Oakley, Abigail Campbell, Anika Anoff, and Alia Baker. We get to see them, wear the black, green, and gold, and we get to celebrate them and see, what they will bring home. And then just after that, the show will close with our 4x400 meter males. And on that start list, let me see who we have starting for us. We're running out of lane 5, another decent lane for us. We have Shamar Palmer, Shaymar Utter, Jaswana Dennis, and Delano Kennedy. What track is? Okay, it's 27 of you on. Let me know what you think. What do you think of today? Pick an athlete, any athlete. We've been rating gold medals, like saying, happy 60th birthday, Jamaica. We have been raining gold medals all day. What do you think? Let me rest my mouth. Tell me what you think about our athletes and their performances today. Our senior athletes performing on the circuit at the Commonwealth Games, and our junior athletes performing at the World Under 20 Championships. Let us know what you think. And for those just joining us and wondering what is happening on the World Under 20 scene, Jamaica is currently leading the medal table. We saw in the 100-meter hurdles, we saw our females go 1-2, And of course, that's the best position that they could have gone won to. Karika Hill and Alexis James. Karika setting a championships record 12.77 and 12.87 for a personal best for Alexis James. And this is the Curry kind of that track is. I was one of the few persons that not that I mean if Brianna Liston ran that 4x1, I would have still felt the same way. But I was the one of the few persons that was saying like Kerry Hill is. I mean, she did run last year in Nairobi, Kenya, and she has a personal best of 11.16, and she's a class 2 athlete. She's not even a class 1 athlete. And those long legs, I was one of the few persons that were saying that she is a possible person for that third leg on the 4x100 meters. And of course, the 200 meters was run just 1 hour before the 200 meters where Brianna Liston, of course, won. And that was run just 1 hour before the 4x100 meters. So it would have been hard for Brianna, I guess, to recover in time. But I knew that Jamaica had Karika Hill waiting in the wings to represent. She was the part of that world record winning team last year in Nairobi, Kenya. And she put on her spikes and once again delivered for Jamaica, running yet another world record. And that leg by her, that third leg by her, oh my gosh, ridiculous. So for anyone that questioned what and she's like the youngest person on the team. So for those questioning like, what is Karika Hill doing there? Where was Brianna Liston? For one, Brianna Liston raced and did us proud, winning that gold medal in the 200 meters just 1 hour before the 4x100 meters. And Karika Hill, she was the one that was in Nairobi on the team last year, running and winning that world record. Yes, we had the world record that was denied us at the Carifta Games that featured Brianna Liston, but it just shows you the depth of the Jamaican athletics on even the junior level, that we were able to just, like rest Brianna and pull Karika and still deliver an outstanding performance, a performance that would have seen them finishing 6th at the World Championships, a world-class performance, a performance above the rest. Wrap your minds around that track is. So the high jump is still on the track in 2 minutes. I'm assuming they're gonna like, I'm not sure why my feed is not showing me the girls lining up in the starting blocks, but they must be in the starting blocks at this moment. Like, come on, like which feed am I watching? Like whose cameras am I watching? This race is being run like right now. Is my feed delayed? Track is, I'm not sure if my feed is delayed or what, but I'm still seeing the high jump. I can't sometimes. I wish I was in Jamaica. I wish I was in Jamaica watching TVJ or something, because I can't. Because the 4x400 meters for girls is about to start. It's starting in 2 minutes. Okay, track is the 4x4 meters for girls is going to start in 1 minute. 1 minute, and we will see our girls. What is happening here? Let me see what they had scheduled before that. Okay, track is. Talk to me in the comments. Like, how are you feeling about today? Happy Independence to all of us. All of you just joining me. It is the 4x400 meters for females. My feed is delayed, so if a race run already, let me know. It's 6:20. Okay, they're just coming out on my feed anyway. They're just coming out of the dressing room. I am besides myself. Like, I can't wait. I'm just expecting to see our girls go out there and, as usual, do what they do, run with heart, and run their best race, execute, 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 and deliver a medal to Jamaica. But either way, we're so happy. I mean, we have them here in the finals. No surprise, Jamaica is the sprint capital. We have picked up so many medals today. Today has been such a great day for us. And we're picking up wins on the circuit, putting, money into Sharika and Shelly and Fraser Price's pockets. Jamaica is coming out of the dressing room. Yay. So we have Oakley Campbell McAnuff. Go Jamaica. They look bouncy and ready to deliver. Yes, Anthony Brown. The Jamaican girls and boys are doing us so proud. Up for them. I agree. Okay, track is like it's a 4x400 meters. That's where we're at. The championships is coming to a close. Jamaica is leading the medal table. Thanks for joining us. I know today is Independence Day and a lot of you are at the beach, but thank you for tuning in. It's all about Jamaica today. On the circuit, we had Sharika Jackson in the 200 meters destroying the field. Also on the circuit in Silesia, Poland, we had Shelley and Fraser Price in the 100 meters destroying the field. We saw Elaine Thompson here picking up a silver medal, a gold medal in the 200 meters for the trackies. And then, of course, the juniors that are here on my screen now. We saw Karika Hill and Alexis James in the 400, in the 100-meter hurdles. Gold, silver, the best possible solution that we could have had. Okay, they're about to start. Shh. Go Jamaica. The 4x400 meters. Oh my gosh. LT, I feel your pain. I had to subscribe to Peacock just to see it here in the US where I am. It kills me. So the 4x400 meters is currently on track, at least on my feed that I have here. It could be delayed. Come, Jamaica, come. Come, come, come. Go, Jamaica. Okay, go, 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 go. Come, Jamaica. Run, run, run. Close it down. Come, 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 Jamaica. Come, 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 Jamaica. Come, push, Jamaica. Push, 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 girl. Go, 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 go. All right. Make this last leg count. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Come, go, 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 go. Okay, congratulations to Jamaica. We took the silver medal in the 4x4. Ah, thanks, Raj. Yes, Jamaica was able to hold on to that silver medal. We were hoping for gold, but in any event, we're not going to be greedy. We're going to say congratulations to our juniors. They ran their hearts out and they brought home the silver medal. That should still keep us at the top of the table. That because US has now picked up that one gold medal to even us as far as goals go, but then we picked up that silver medal from the 100-meter hurdles. LT, I'm not sure how much background work Brianna has been putting in the 400 meters. Even though she runs the 200 meters, I haven't seen her run that many 400 meters this season. And unless you're running the longer race consistently, to know, consistently, then I wouldn't want them to use her, especially if there are athletes out there that could have ran a faster time and have faster times in the 400 meters. Yes, I'm so proud that we medaled. Congratulations to Jamaica. Yes, what you mean? Black, green, and gold. Today is Independence Day. One more medal for our team, for Team Jamaica. Go, Jamaica, go. Congratulations, Jamaica. Yes, Jackson. We have to say congratulations. We're so happy. Yes, LT, she really focused on the 200 and actually improving on the 100 meters as well. She spent a lot of time, and we're speaking about Brianna Liston here. She spent a lot of time working on her 100 meters this year and lowering her personal best. So she could have probably just not been in the shape to take on a 400-meter race. So oh, yes. Donna, congratulations to Jamaica. We finished. For those just joining us, Jamaica just picked up a silver medal in the 4x400 meters. Shortly, around 6:43, 5:43 local Jamaica time, we will see the males on the track. But for now, the the persons of the minute or the girls 4x400 meters. And if you're just joining us, trackies, it's enough for you now to talk about like the awesome stuff. We got the silver, big up to the girls, right? Well, you have to, trackies, come on, let's talk about what has been happening on the track today. We have Sharika over there in Silesia, Poland, collecting her bag, winning the 200 meters, another 21, sub 22 clocking 21.8 something. We have Shelly and Fraser Price 10.60, 10.6, I mean, in the 100 meters, 10-6 something there. We have Karika, what, Elaine Thompson. Uh, Listen, no, we're being positive here. Elaine is repping for us, and as you know, Elaine brought home the gold and the silver and the gold. I mean, the gold and the gold, the gold and the gold in the 100 and 200 meters in the Commonwealth Games. So go, Elaine. She's out there doing her thing, repping Jamaica, making us proud. We're winning on all levels. So we're winning on the circuit level. Not only are the girls picking up money on the circuit, they're also, representing Jamaica. So we're dominating on the circuit. We're dominating at the Commonwealth Games. And of course, we're dominating, leading the medal table at the World Under 20 Championships. Trackies, come on, jump into the comments and tell me what you think about our remarkable performances today. And happy 60th to Jamaica. Happy 60th birthday to Jamaica. Happy Independence Day, Jamaica. Our athletes are doing proud. What are we doing independently in our lives for Jamaica? How are we repping Jamaica? If we're at least tuning in and supporting our athletes, at least let us be like fans that appreciate the effort. Let me see in which event. Earlier today in the discus, we had our two athletes finishing 8th and 10th. So shout out to them. Kudos to Christopher Young and Kobe Lawrence. Everybody's getting a shout out from me today. In the 100-meter hurdles, Karika Hill, 12.77 championships record, and Alexis James, personal best, 12.87 in the 100-meter hurdles for girls. And of course, just now, if you're joining us in the 4x400 meters, we had our girls finishing second, picking up the silver medal. And our boys will run at 5:43 Jamaican time, which is approximately in 10 minutes time. Shout out to you too. Thanks for your service, Michael Gordon. I would rather be like nowhere else. Absolutely nowhere else. I was actually watching I was watching on my phone. I was watching today on my phone, and like I was flicking between the Commonwealth Games, what was happening on the circuit, and the World Juniors. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just turn on my computer and go live. Let me just like bring us home live, because this is TXT track time. Let me stick and stay with you while we celebrate our performance at the World Under 20 Championships, our best performance to date. Let me just slide over to the medal table. So Marquis 778. I would say that if it comes down to the selectors and how they feel our athletes, what positions they're in. And I'd have to go back and look at the season's best for these four athletes and compare it to Brianna Liston's. But if they felt that they were putting the best team forward, I would hope that they put the best team forward. And, Brianna Liston, she did pick up her gold medal in the 200 meters. So let us share the love a little. Look at Jamaica on top of the medal table. Track is, oh my gosh, the sight of Jamaica atop this medal table is so beautiful. I mean, we have Ethiopia, and there's no other race, and Ethiopia now come not in the 4x4. I'm sorry, Ethiopia. Are you even in the 4x4 at this point? Let me just slide over to the 4x4 start list really quick to see if there's anybody that can upset our lead. The ladies, LT says the ladies have brought it today on Independence Day. The way Sharika closed her 200 meter today was absolutely beautiful. I agree with you 100%, LT. The way she closed. And, let us just say shout out to Brianna Williams and wait, which race were they in? Oh, they were in the 100 meters with Shelley. But anyway, kudos to everybody who represented us today in Poland. Sharika in that 200-meter run. And of course, we had Shelley in the 100 meters. And we had Brianna Williams and Natasha Morris in that same 100 meters, representing us. They're making it to circuit races. They're being selected to run in these big money races. So I will just go with what Chris Walcott is saying. It is total domination by Jamaican athletics, unstoppable. So, okay, so in the 4x400 meters that's coming up shortly, we have no representation from Ethiopia, so they can't pass us out on the medal table. They're currently in second behind us. We have the US. Darn it. Oh my gosh, Trackies. I'm just calculating something to myself. And, generally speaking, I wish any athlete to run their best race, but Jamaica has 6 gold medals, Ethiopia 6, and United States also has 6 gold medals. So in this race, we also have 6 silver medalists. We have 6 silver medals. USA can't come better than second in this 4x400 meters coming up, else they will pass us on the medal table. They absolutely cannot come first. They absolutely cannot come first. Yes, Michael Gordon is the first time in history Jamaica is atop the medal table, and we're hoping to stay there. We just have to see the 4x4 race to the bitter end and hope that Jamaica not only finishes strong, but also that the US does not finish better than second. We have to retain our position atop the medal table. Anthony, you say that Elaine, aka Banana Ground, is coming back next year. She'll be at the top of her game. Yes, there. We have to remember that Elaine transitioned from, one camp to the next, and even with the transition, and picking up that minor injury that she did in her shoulder this year, it takes a while to get back to where you were. We saw even Shelley and Fraser Price, who transitioned from MVP. Now we're seeing the fruits of that this year. And she did transition 2 years ago from MVP. And last year we saw, like snippets of the glory that was to come. And this year we see Shelley and Fraser Price totally dominating, unstoppable. We see the growth. We see the wisdom in her decision to leave the Stephen Francis camp and go someplace else that could focus on her alone entirely. And Shelley and Fraser Price has benefited from the transition, and we're expecting to see Elaine Thompson here benefit from her transition as well. So while Brianna Liston not retained the 4x4, she had a 50-second split at champs earlier this year. Again, we'd have to compare what the 4 ladies who they sent, what their individual times were. We'd have to look at every single 4x4 they raced in and what their splits were. I do not have all of those statistics on me. They would also have little training camps over there in Cali, Colombia, where they are now, and they would be able to assess every athlete's fitness and capabilities, and that was why again Brianna was not on the 4x1, because it was too close to the 200 meters, and so they would have to use who they feel is best at the moment. Joan Spence, yes, congratulations to Jamaica. Congratulations. Today has been a ridiculously successful day for us. On the circuit, we have Shelley and Fraser Price and Sharika Jackson delivering. At the Commonwealth Games, Elaine Thompson here. And over here at the World Under-20 Championships, we're just reeling in medals. Today alone, we had 1 gold and 2 silver medals. Gold for Karika Hill in the 100-meter hurdles. silver for Alexis James in the 100-meter hurdles, and our 4x400-meter squad just picked up silver in the females in the 4x400 meters. So good things for Jamaica, great things for Jamaica. I have to put this comment back up because I mean the ladies are doing fine. They're doing awesome. So, Claude, you're saying that Elaine has chosen to run, compete, do rounds, and not just a one-off race to get back fit and at the place where she needs to be. Yes, I agree with you because again, she has been transitioning to a whole new coaching camp, a new way of coaching, and all of that. We know she has a solid team. She has spoken about she or her husband. Someone spoke about just him pushing her and having her back. And, she has a solid coaching staff. She herself has mentioned several times. She did pick up that minor injury earlier this year. So, but generally speaking, I think her season got off to a slower start. So at the World Championship, she was not. She was in maybe 70 per, and we can see just from that 200 meters that she was, because that is her better event, and we could see where she was there. She was just about 70% fit in the 200 meters. So now she's doing these rounds. This is just for her development, and she's bringing on medals as well. Just getting herself back to where she needs to be very. She is competitive, somewhat, but I mean to be competitive against the likes of Sharika Jackson and Shelly and Fraser Price, because those are the persons that she needs to get back to. Where she is now currently, she's in a good position, but Elaine needs to get into a better position if she wants to be, on par with the top two Jamaicans currently on the senior level. So again, track is it's 6:43. This is the time that they had the 4x400 meters for men scheduled to start. On my screen, we're doing a medal presentation ceremony. I am hoping that the race will start after this. So let us see. What if you're just joining us? Today has been an awesome day for Jamaica on the circuit at the Commonwealth Games and also at the World Under 20. We're holding on to the lead. We're leading the medal table by the bare minimum. And it's not even the bare minimum, because we do have 6 and 6, 12 and 3, 15 medals, 6 gold, 6 silver, and 3 bronze. But Ethiopia sits below us with 6 gold, 5 silver, and 1 bronze. And their championships that's pretty much concluded. They have no more medals to get. They're not in the 4x4. However, the US, who currently sits in third place, has 6 gold as well, 4 silver, and 4 bronze. So not only does Jamaica either needs to win the 4x4, or the best US can come is second. That's a lot of calculations. Now we have to get out our little statistics formulas. US can't come more than second, because if they come first, they will move to 7 gold medals. And even though we will have more medals in total than them, they will move ahead of us on the medal table. So I am going to remain positive. I'm going to remain positive and hope that and pray that we hang on to our lead and that we finish the championships on top of the medal table. So they're coming out onto the track now for the 4x4. And at this point, I'm just praying for Jamaica. I'm praying that we will win. For once that our little country come out on top of the medal table. And again, We are like less than 3 million strong, and we're competing against some nations as big as 330 million. And little Jamaica is holding our own. Michael, Michael, you're right. We'll talk. Well, let me get to Michael first. Michael, yes, Elaine won the 200 meters. So yes, so Elaine ran and she won the 200 meters at the Commonwealth Games. And Wilton, why am I not wearing my Jamaican colors? I don't even know. Like, why am I not wearing my Jamaican colors? I'm joking. Like, I'm joking around. I need to go and find something black, green, or gold to put on like really, 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 really quick, right? Trackers, we can't have this. The final race of the championships, and I have to like do something about this. I have to find me something gold. Like, somebody get me something gold. Like, I'm calling to my family members inside. Nobody's listening to me. Okay, Jamaica is coming out of the dressing room. Track is Jamaica. Let me look at our men again. Go Jamaica. They just came out of the dressing room. And our team should comprise of Shamar Palmer, Shamar Utter, Jaswana Dennis, and Delana Kennedy. So track is, if you're just joining us, watch along with us. The final race is on the track for the World Under 20 Championships. And there's a bit of calculation that has to be done that I just realized. Jamaica has 6 gold medals and the United States have 6 gold medals. So Jamaica needs to either finish ahead of the United States to stay atop the medal table, or United States cannot come better than second, regardless of whatever position Jamaica finishes in. The best the US can come is second. We can't have them. We can't have them winning. Hopefully, I don't finish, but US is very good. They have a very good 4x4. Well, yeah, but you know what? As long as they finish second or worse, or let me just look at the Jamaican side of things. As long as Jamaica finishes, okay, they're going into their blocks. Track is pray for Jamaica to stay atop the medal table. We need to finish ahead of the US, or the US can't finish better than second. And they will go into this knowing that if they win the championships. And we do not want that. Jamaica needs to win this with our, for our independence. They're about to start. Are these stats facts? This is depressing. All right, the race is off. Go Jamaica. 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 Run, 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 run. Oh, damn. Go Jamaica. Go Jamaica. Go. Okay. Look at Jamaica running themselves into second or third place at the moment. Go Jamaica, run. Damn. 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 Third leg, okay. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Come, close, close, close. Go, 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 go. Damn, damn. Go, go, go. Come, anybody, somebody. Close him down. Okay. Okay, track is the Jamaica finished second. We picked up a silver medal. The US finished first. They picked up the gold medal. Jamaica ran their hearts out. I know, Michael. Michael, I know. Michael, let me tell you, it happened. 5 seconds have passed. We need to move on. We're talking about 330 million people. They call themselves a first world country. The best resources possible against Jamaica, 3 million strong, and they call us a third world country, but we know we're a first world nation, right? But they call us a third world country anyway, and we delivered, finishing, second in the 4x4, and we ran our hearts out. That moves us to oh, they haven't updated the medal table, but I know that moves us to second on the medal table, uh, below the United States. But guess what, guys? We did our best. Congratulations to Jamaica. Jobs for Africa Foundation says, congratulations, Jamaica. You have the gold medals and victories everywhere. What a befitting way to celebrate your independence. I would like to see more Jamaicans coming to run in Africa like Shelley and Fraser Price. Thank you, Jobs for Africa Foundation. Thank you so much. Today is Independence Day, and we finished second on the medal table. We were holding on. Yes, indigenous truth. We were holding on to the medal table. But as Maxine Perry says, that's part of life. Not not every time that Jamaica touches the track, we're going to come first. But we and US, I guess Anthony says, the United States, they're always good in the 4x4. But let me tell you something. We know that we are first, because when you take this from the point of view of a rational, prudent person, Jamaica has 3 million persons. The United States has 330 million individuals. And it's had to come down to the last race for them to separate themselves. They call themselves a first world country. with all these first world resources. And it had to come down to the final race to separate themselves from Jamaica, you know? So, congratulations to Jamaica. We know that Jamaica finished number one in our minds and our hearts. And that's all we care about. So, congratulations to Jamaica. Congratulations. We're so happy. It's all over as far as the World Under 20 Championships go. This has been our best showing. This has been Jamaica's best showing. Track is to date at the World Under 20 Championships. English for Africa says, "Dear sister, I am Ethiopian behind you. It's a shame they blocked all online transmissions because they know we're going to hit them after this. Forget the highness and let us celebrate." Yes, we're like so excited. Yeah, we can't by, I'm assuming you mean by blocking online transmissions, you mean actually being able to view these championships. Yes, it has been a bit challenging to view the championships. Not a lot of like places or avenues that you can view these championships. LT says, "I wish Rashawn Clark would have run on this relay, but I'm so proud of our boys for bringing home the silver." Let me tell you, we did our best, and you know, I feel that we did our best with it, with what we had. And again, when I look at the our Jamaicans, and especially in that final leg, the way I saw that the athlete that ran that final leg, the way I saw him like pushing, like he knew what was at stake, and he really, gave it his best. Delano Kennedy, he really ran the race of his life trying to get back to the US and actually, passed all the athletes that was in at that point running in the second position. He passed them out and finished second. So I'm proud again, and I'm happy for the place that we finished. Congratulations to Elaine, first at the Commonwealth with a games record. Yes, earlier we said, congratulations to Elaine Thompson here representing for us. This is so disappointing, but I'm trying to be in the best of spirits. Just losing the medal table just like that. But yes, congratulations to Elaine at the Commonwealth Games running the 200 meters, finishing in a gold medal place with a Commonwealth Games record. And yes, Kennedy is the boss. I agree with you, Michael. He ran a very, very great leg. He was coming back. He really wanted Jamaica. Everybody knew what was at stake for that race. That race in particular was about the medal table and finishing on top. But if it took the last race for the US to get by us, we should still be proud of ourselves. I respect the hell out of Jamaica. Y'all are the greatest competitors. Shout out to y'all. Thank you so much, Indigenous True. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We love our athletics. We love track and field. We go hard all the time. And for a small country of 3 million people, today, our Independence Day, the juniors did us proud. With getting, how many medals did we pick up today? 4 medals, 3 silver and 1 gold, finishing second in the medal table by the slimmest of margins. So congratulations to Jamaica. We have more medal presentations going on now. I guess in a second we will see our 4x400 meter teams. But for what it's worth, Jamaica finished second in the 4x400 meters for those who are just joining us in both the girls and the boys, we came second on the medal table, just behind the United States, who passed us out in this very last race. But congratulations, nevertheless, to our Jamaican team. I'm still looking at my phone in case you see me looking down. Happy Independence Day, Jamaica. Congratulations. Thanks for doing us. Thanks for, congratulations to all our juniors for representing us so well. And every time they touched the track today, they delivered a quality performance. 4 track performances today from Jamaica. 3 track performances actually from Jamaica today. 4 medals, 1 gold and 3 silver. We're so proud of our Jamaicans and our juniors. They did us so well. So let us see what some of you are saying in the comment section. Happy Independence, fellow Yardies. I'm so proud to be Jamaican. Yes. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much. I agree with you. Delaney ran the race of his life. I still believe the strategy of relaxing and waiting for the front runners to get tired is not our best when running the 4x4. Don't forget your family. Ethiopia finished second, fighting back. Glad to see you. Okay, so yes, let us also say congratulations to Ethiopia. I think with the United States' performance, that could have placed them third on the medal table. Behind the United States and Jamaica, but congratulations to Ethiopia for placing third on the medal table. And congratulations to Russell, gold in the 400-meter hurdles, and Salmon silver. Yes, definitely. Congratulations. And as LT said, happy independence, fellow Yardies. Our athletes did so well today. I know everybody wants to eat. What do we eat on Independence? Do we eat fish? What are we eating today? What are we having for dinner? I wish I could get some escovitch fish now. What I would do for a snapper, I'll take a porgy at this point. Anything. But happy Independence to Jamaica. Anthony Brown says, we are so proud of our girls and boys. Hopefully the Jamaican government will give them something when they get back. And not only that, Jamaica really needs to start a vigorous and rigorous program for developing our athletes. They can't do it on their own. We're so good, but we would be so much better if we had a real program in place to develop our youth. We leave it up to the high school track coaches, the athletes' own resources, whatever little they may have. And that is why more of our athletes don't push through and, make it to the senior level and develop. So I hope that when they go home, they receive a warm welcome. They did, Jamaica so proud. Today is Independence Day. And this was the best way we could say happy birthday, Jamaica. Happy birthday to you. Let me just not sing any further. More medal presentations going on the track. Jamaica finished second on the medal table, but today we produced so many medals, 1 gold, 3 silver. What more could we ask for? And let's not forget our senior ladies performing on the circuit. Shelly Fraser-Price and Sharika Jackson tearing it up in the 100 meters and 200 meters in Silesia, Poland. Also at the Commonwealth Games, we had Elaine Thompson here running blistering 200 meters championships record. Congratulations to Elaine Thompson here and that performance at the Commonwealth Games, rounding herself back into form, the type of form that we know Elaine Thompson here is. Hello, Dennis. Thanks for joining us. How proud are you of Jamaica and our performances today on the track on the circuits, at the Commonwealth Games, and at the now concluding World Under 20 Games, our best performance to date. Our best performance. Track is, I'm like so hot. Like it's so humid. Oh my gosh. I'm inside, I'm hot. I'm outside, I'm hot. I'm sweating up a storm. Like, whew. But anyway, congratulations to Jamaica. Rose says Jamaica's blazing everywhere. We're on fire. Yes, Rose, we're blazing everywhere. We're blazing at the Commonwealth Games. We're blazing on the circuit. Every single race that Sharika and Shellyan are winning out there on the circuit, they're collecting money. And you know they need that. This is their job at the end of the day. And the Olympics doesn't pay money. I'm just saying, yes, they have that recognition, and that recognition does lead to endorsements and things of that nature. But they still have their families to feed, and just to succeed in life for themselves. So when they go out there on the uh, I'm listening to the meet in my ear, and oh my gosh, the feedback is getting to me. But yes, when they go out there and they perform on the circuit, not only are they putting Jamaica more on the map, but they're also putting money in their pockets. So congratulations to the ladies performing on the circuit. So track is for those of us just joining us. Is this the medal presentation? They're doing one more medal presentation. Okay, they're doing the medal presentation for the 3,000 meter steeplechase. I'm just gonna stick and stay with you guys until we get to the medal presentations for the relays. It's a pity I can't get to hear the Jamaican anthem sing one more time, because at this point it's all about Jamaica on our Independence Day. And thank you, Trackies, for taking time from your day to join me. Thanks for joining me today. And go over to her channel. T just posted. T's working vigorously as usual in the background. So she just uploaded, our little video detailing our exploits by Karika Hill and Alexis James. 1-2 in the 100-meter hurdles. Just go over there and show us some love. Watch our video, share, like it, and share it so that we can and like us here also, with 73 of you that are still here, show us some love. Like us so that our videos can reach a wider audience. That is how the YouTube algorithm works. Happy Independence. I am so happy for our athletes today, making Jamaica so proud. For those of you who didn't make it to the beach but are just at home glued to your televisions, going between the performances on the circuit to the Commonwealth Games to the World Under 20 Championships, thanks for supporting our Jamaican athletes who are doing remarkable, who are doing so remarkable. The medal presentation is still on for the uh, 3,000 meter steeplechase. I am just waiting until they get to the medal presentation for the relay, so that I can get to see our Jamaicans on the podium, the medal podium, one last time, collecting our medals, or that are so due because we work so hard. Okay, track is, if I look a bit despondent, I was just tuning into the medal table again to see, the first place position snatched from us by the United States. But anyway, congratulations to Jamaica. Again, we're 3 million strong against 330 million. And Jamaica still represented proudly, finishing second on the medal table. 8 and let us see, 8 and 5. The United States finishing with 8 and 5, 15 medals overall, and Jamaica finishing with 16. So as far as quantity goes, Jamaica topped the medal table. We finished with 16 medals to the 15 from the United States. However, United States had 7 gold, 4 silver, and 4 bronze. And Jamaica had 6 gold, 7 silver, and 3 bronze. And that 7-to-6 ratio for the gold medals is where the United States slipped ahead of us by the slimmest of margins. Claude Murphy, love what you are doing. Keep it up and may God bless you. Thank you so, so much, Claude, for that comment. Thank you so much. So Jamaica finished second on the medal table. We definitely had the most medals of these championships. Can you believe that? 16 medals to the 15 by the United States. So as far as numbers go, we ended with 16 medals. The United States finished with 15. Their medals were 7 gold, 4 silver, and 4 bronze. We finished in second place with 6 silver, 6 gold, 7 silver, and 3 bronze medals. So congratulations again to Jamaica. Let me see when are they going to do the little medal presentation for the 4x4? It's like 7:12 my time. I need to find something to eat. Like they need to do the medal presentation already. Okay, no medal presentation, but trackies, thank you for joining us. I see people hopping in and out. For those of you just joining us, the World Under-20 Championships is finished. To recap, Jamaica finished second on the medal table, 6 gold, 7 silver, and 3 bronze. Today we picked up 4 medals. 1 gold medal by Karika Hill in the 100-meter hurdles. Also in the 100-meter hurdles, we had Alexis James finishing second. And in the relays, the 4x400 meters relays, we had silver for the girls and silver for the boys. So congratulations to Jamaica. Also today on the circuit, we had Shelly and Fraser Price running yet another 10-6 in the 100 meters. We have Sharika Jackson running yet another sub 22 seconds, running 21.8 in the 200 meters. Ridiculous race. Go over to whoever is showing it and watch that race. Really epic. We also have Elaine Thompson here at the Commonwealth Games setting a championship record in the 200 meters. In the 200 meters, finishing first. Yeah, so Anthony Brown is saying, we and the USA, we and you is a 2 heavyweight in track and field. I think you're speaking about Jamaica and the United States. Yes, but of course I'm going to give the edge to Jamaica because we only have 3 million persons and so few resources to work with, and we're still making the best of it. And always being the best in the world at what we do. Nyron Gray says that we never get it right in the 4x400 meters. If we have the best 400 meters, I mean, there are a few times when we have gotten it right on the senior level and even on the junior level. We have had some remarkable 4x400 meters runs. But one thing to remember is that the United States always has a serious depth in the 400 meters. They could pull any 8, 10, 15, 20 athletes to run the 4x400, and they would still do well. They have serious depth in the 400 meters. That's one of the events that they have been dominating over the years on both the male and female side of things. Like this showing at the World Championships was just the absolute worst as it relates to the United States in the 400 meters on the female side. Did they even put anybody into the finals? I don't even think so. But this has to be like one of the rare times where I've seen them perform so bad. Good luck to the Sunshine Girls netball team who will be playing in the finals for the very first time. Yeah, Rose Diamond, thank you. It has been a while since I tuned into the Sunshine Girls, but I know that our team has always been solid. We have always been second or third or fourth in the world. So we've always been definitely in the top tier of netballers in the world. And I'm happy to see that we're in the finals. That's great news. That is some great news there. More good news on Independence Day from our sports representatives. Congratulations. Again, thanks, Claude. Thank you for tuning in. Guys, I'm trying to stick with you until the relay medal presentations. They're presenting everything and the other, and I'm just waiting for the medal presentation so that I can sign off and release you guys to get back to eating your Saturday dinner, your Independence dinner. So yeah, but great things by our athletes today. The World Under 20 Championships has just concluded. For those of us joining us, Jamaica picked up 4 medals today, 1 gold and 3 silver. We ended second on the medal table with 6 gold, 7 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals. Like, congratulations, Jamaica. Congratulations to our juniors. Also on the senior level, we had Elaine setting a championships record in the Commonwealth Games in the 200 meters finals, winning that. And on the circuit, we had Sharika and Shellyan doing what Sharika and Shellyan have been doing, winning and winning convincingly. So thank you for staying with us, trackies. For those of you that are left on the feed, what are you doing for independence? How are you celebrating our 60th birthday? Other than tuning into our athletics and cheering on our athletes. Okay, finally, the 4x400 meters medal presentations have begun and the championships are wrapping up. So we have our ladies out first, and they look so beautiful in their full Jamaica kit. They're about to collect their silver medal. I'm not going to complain about not hearing the anthem, because at least we got to hear it one time today at these championships. We heard it when Karika Hill won the 100-meter hurdles. And if they played it at the Commonwealth game, yeah, they would. We would hear it for Elaine's victory. And also on the circuit, even though they don't really play anthems there, we had Shelly and Sharika winning on the circuit. Okay, so Great Britain is collecting their bronze. And of course, Jamaica got the silver, and waiting to see our ladies collect our medals. Then, of course, the men who ran such a great race, and then we can sign off for the night. So, trackies, stay with me. It's almost over. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think about today? Tell me, join the live chat. How do you think Rose has said earlier? Let me put that back up. Jamaica is blazing everywhere. We're on fire. Woo! Jamaica, silver medalist. Yay, our girls look so happy and relaxed. They're happy to collect a silver medal. They're happy to represent Jamaica so well on Independence Day. And they're happy that these championships are finally over and they can rest their young minds and get ready for back to school September morning. They can finally enjoy a little bit of the what's left of the summer holidays. Yes, girls, you did it. You did Jamaica proud. Yes, little Missy. Nicely done, Jamaica. I agree. Well done. And thanks for your comment because our comment section has gotten a little bit dead. So Jamaica is collecting the silver medal. Track it's almost over. We're collecting our 4x4 female silver medal. Our athletes look happy. They look relaxed. They can enjoy the rest of their summer and get ready for back to school. Because we have to remember that these are high school students who have traveled across the world to Cali, Colombia to represent us. You know, as adults, we just have to appreciate the effort that these young ones are putting into, you know, representing themselves, their schools, and of course, Jamaica, making us so proud and developing themselves, you know, one step forward towards a career for themselves in the future. It's like America don't know how to lose the 4x4. I mean, like, seriously. I don't even know where they assembled that team from that finished so well. The Star Spangled Banner is on. T, yes, I see T joining me. I'm happy she was able to come in last minute.
Hi everyone, it really is last minute. Y'all, you wouldn't even know. I feel like I need to sleep for 10 days straight. These championships have drained me completely. But anyway, what did I miss on the live? Let keep get me up to scratch and let me see if I can add anything add here to the live.
Okay, Philip is asking about the sprint hurdle finals. Jamaica finished 1-2. If you're wondering about our girls, Karika Hill first, the championships record 12.77. Alexis James second, personal best 12.84, I believe. Rose Diamond is saying, you know, thank God they are finished healthy. So we're just, you know, basically talking about how well Jamaica has done today, from the circuit to the Commonwealth Games to, of course, the World Under 20, where we finished second on the medal table. First place just snatched away from us by the slimmest of margins.
Um, I am very proud of our athletes. I think everybody that is watching our videos would have heard me say it over and over again that I'm so happy for them. But I kind of feel away right now still. I don't know how to say it. I feel like we drop the ball in the 4x4s and I kind of vex. Because worst, me hear everybody in the chat tell me say, Brianna was going to run in the 4x4. And here I am waiting to see, our strongest 4x4 come out to, give USC a challenge because we all know there are powerhouses here. And the only way to stop them would have been to, finish ahead of them. As long as they finish behind us, then we know we would stay ahead of them on the medal table. And I was like, okay, let Brianna is not there. All right, at least we're running for a silver in this one. But for the men, for sure, we're definitely going to get gold in this one because of course we're going to use Rashawn Clark, and of course we're going to use the young man that had gotten disqualified in the 400 flat, and here they come out and there's no Rashawn Clark, and I'm sitting here looking and I'm like, are we giving away the medal table right here? I don't know. It was a really good run from them, but it's like when they could have gotten gold, especially with the ankle leg. He was killing it. I thought to myself, oh my God, if we had just gotten a little bit better on the first leg, maybe a Rashawn Clark. I don't know. I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything because I'm so happy for our team. But I just wanted to end above USA. I wanted to shove it in their faces and say, Jamaica did that. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. I'm still so happy and I'm so proud of our team. And Yeah, they did absolutely fantastic. This whole championships, they performed, whether it was up to standard or above and beyond. They've been killing it, and I just love everything that's been happening so far.
Okay, so back to some of the comments in the comments section. The 4x1, yes, that's how that medal ceremony happened the same day as the race. Uh, Philip Beckford, you were asking about the sprint hurdles final for the men. That was from day 3, Philip. And we had Demario Prince. Sadly, he fell and got injured, so he did not finish. Marcia Rodney, what about the men's 4x4? Can you tell me the places? Jamaica got the silver medal. Yay. Sadly, Jamaica finished by that final race. Jamaica finished second ended up finishing second on the medal table. Not, they didn't make us finish second, but that was the do or die race. And sadly, it puts US ahead of us.
Yeah, Denisha, let me take this one, Tom. I was definitely thinking that they would have subbed out Shamar Palmer. And Tom Shamar Palmer is a Manchester athlete, so I know you'll be repping him, but still, I thought that they should have definitely taken him out and put Rashawn Clark in. He's a 400-meter hurdler, so he has the strength. And we all saw him running amazing legs before, so I was expecting something fantastic from him this time around as well. And I don't know why they didn't choose to use him. I don't know if he picked up a niggle, because sometimes these things happen in the background and we just don't know. But I was really looking to see a really, really strong male 4x4 where we could have really challenged the USA. And I know we could have. Anyhow, we had a stronger first leg. We could have definitely gotten that goal, because look at the ankle leg. The ankle leg tells you enough. And just to say also, I know the young man that anchored must be feeling besides himself, because I had him as a medal prospect in the flat 400, and unfortunately he false started. So he was really, really running with everything on the line because he wanted that gold, because he knew he could have possibly had it in the flat 400. So with that kind of metal, if we had a stronger first leg, I definitely thought they could have come through. But we'll take the silver, settle behind USA once again. But it was still an amazing, fantastic, championship overall. Everybody came out and they gave their all, and I love it.
Yes, I agree. And yes, Denisha Delano really did well on that last leg, and Tiara, it's excellent. Like, so the medal ceremonies, the presentations have like concluded or concluding. We didn't get to hear our anthem one last time, especially to wrap up the championships, but we're proud. Yanni Mac, oh, we're second on the medal table. Yanni
But you
Mac,
know what? We can actually take something good out of that medal table, Tom. We actually have the most medals.
we
So
do.
we
I said
actually have 16
16,
medals, and USA has 15.
15.
Even though we always bash them when they have more than us, and we always say, well, it's quality. But this
Yeah,
time around, we can say, well, we have the most medals. So
right. I
that's
mentioned
a good thing. We actually have the most medals,
medals.
16,
Yeah.
while USA have 15, and I think Ethiopia has 14. So yeah, it was a really, really good championship.
Right, I mentioned it earlier. We have the 16 medals, and Jan, to answer your question, Jan and Mac, they beat us by the slimmest of margins. USA finishing with 7 gold medals to our 6. Then we had 6 silver medals, they had 4, and we had 3 bronze medals. I believe they had 1. And that was how it shook out at the end of the day.
Unfortunately, Denisha, how they give out the trophy is based on points. So it's how many people you're able to put into a finals and finish in the top 8. Because remember, there are field events and 12 go in. So if you finish outside of that top 8, then you don't get any points. But as long as you're in top 8 for any finals, then you get points based on that. And America put a lot of people in the finals. They may have not really reaped rewards on the medal sides from it, but the points, they're way ahead in the point standing on the medal table. Let me just go ahead and double check and look at the actual points.
Yes, while T's bringing up the actual points, think about it like champs. You know how when you run at boys and girls athletic champs, and every single day the coaches are tallying the points, and that is where you really get the that's how you win champs by points.
Right.
It's the same thing, not by medals but by points.
Right.
And so the
So
US was leading
the whole
championships
time.
on
So they're
points.
actually on 166 and we're on 126. That's how much of a gap they had on us in terms of how many athletes they would have placed in each individual final. But yeah, we have to be proud though. We have to be proud. I was shocked about some of the gold medals. But you know what? I don't know if we're kind of feeding off the moment. I think this always happens, funny enough, because most championships happen around this time of the year, and then we kind of feed off it and just do extremely well. So it's just really good to see the juniors themselves, especially, come out and hold their nerve and dominate and show the world that Jamaica is actually here to stay. And it's not just Shelly, Elaine, Usain Bolt, Sharika. They're there and they will be coming in a few years. Look out to see them on the senior scene. On the senior scene.
Right. So, Marcia, yes, for a small country, we did extremely well. I'm so proud of Jamaica. I am too. Today's Independence Day. What more could we ask for Philip Beckford? We did extremely well considering how much competitions our juniors have been doing since the season. Carried the games, boys and girls athletics championships. The Americans love to talk about mileage in their athletes' legs, or junior athletes have been like running up a storm, really, running so many races.
Yeah, for sure.
But let's just be happy. And
No, I'm happy. I'm exuberant. If you ever know, like I lost my voice a few days ago, and then it came back, and then I lost it again,
oh my
and now
gosh,
it's
and
back.
remember again, track is before we leave to like everything. And T has been working overtime
I need some
in the background. Let's call her producer T, producing quality content, getting, the numbers, the stats, the facts out there for you to see and know and just be engaged in the athletic scene.
So it's your independence. I know you're not in your country, but like, what did you do to celebrate your independence?
Who are you talking about? Me?
You, yeah.
Nothing at all. Nothing. I didn't do anything. This is how I'm celebrating my independence, actually. Tuning in to everything at Jamaican athletics, watching the Commonwealth Games, the World Under 20 Games, running over to the circuit to see Shelly and Sharika tearing down the circuit, just repping Jamaica, representing Jamaica,
You
reminding
know,
myself about my roots, and just being there for the athletes as
You
a
know what I
fan.
had to soak in a little, well, not a little bit of, because I have been watching them from the Commonwealth started, was Team Jamaica in the netball. Yes, the Sunshine Girls. And they stomped all over New Zealand to get to their first ever final. I'm telling you, I was over the moon. A lot of y'all don't know, but I love every sport other than horse racing. And who knows, we may expand the channel in the future to talk about other things, but I was so ecstatic about the netball with the Sunshine Girls. I was like, yes, these girls are killing it. And I'm looking for a goal. They play Australia again in the final. So they beat Australia to get to top their group. And they play them again now because Australia defeated England. So they're gonna play them again in the final. And I know England will be looking not England, sorry, Australia would be looking out for them. But my thing is, I felt like they could have defeated Australia much easier. They threw it away, in my opinion, threw away a lot of balls in the game. Like, when what is it to say, when you get hyped in the moment and you have an overturn and everybody they just throw the ball out, and then it unfortunately overturns again. But this time around, I feel like they're going to play much more patient, like what they did against New Zealand, and they stomped them. So I believe that they can stomp Australia and take home their first gold, and I can't wait to see it.
Oh my gosh. I was telling the track is on the last live that we used to play a little bit of community netball growing up. So we love our netball. And Rose earlier, I put it back her comment. She
I
was
have
saying
bad memory.
congratulations to the Sunshine Girls for making it into the finals for the first time. And I
Yeah.
mean, defeating New Zealand, even defeating Australia. Those have been the teams that have been 1-2 over the years.
Australia's ranked number one right now.
So you see, so and if we defeated Australia once, I'm rooting for us so we can defeat Australia again.
You talked about netball in your younger days, and it just brings back horrible memories for me because when I was in high school, I tried to get on the netball team, but for the life of me, I couldn't get on it, and I was like, "Oh my God, why don't you want me to play netball?" They just didn't want to give me any reason. She was like, "No, you're not joining the team. No," and I'm like, "What?" I hated, that's what I hated about DC the most was that everything felt like a members only club, and for some of the clubs I just couldn't get in for the life of me, and there was only badminton next or something else.
You should have played soccer like me.
They
Everybody
didn't
can
have
pick
a
a
team.
ball.
Them never have no female football team.
Oh my gosh. Right, let us see what little Missy says. Little Missy. We have done exceptionally well because the USA force surpasses us in numbers 3 million to 300 million, 330. Let's not throw away that 30 million. That alone is 10 times us. We need, so they are 110 times us in number. We need to have people in more disciplines compete with the US.
Yeah,
Yes,
for
thanks.
sure. The field events need to be expanded, but I think we're definitely doing a good job so far. We definitely need the infrastructure for some of them. Like you can't just take on some of them without the infrastructure. You can't have the hammer through if you don't have the proper ring to keep the hammer from just flying anywhere and just knocking somebody in their head and killing them. Right, so you have to get the infrastructure, and I guess we need investment from, I don't know, if Jamaica can't do it, then I guess we need the private sector to do it.
Listen,
um,
our politicians need to stop. I don't want to bring politics into the channel, but all of them live on the hill. They need to stop stealing our taxes money and use it to develop our country. Why don't all of them live on the hill? Where did this money come from?
and why does everything have to come from somebody, donating it? I find it so strange. Everything comes from a donation. Like, so what does the taxes do? But anyway, right. So we definitely need some more infrastructure, though. Like in the even the pole vault, you see them trying to take it on, but I think it's like swimming. Jamaicans don't like to dabble in certain things. Where they feel like maybe their life is on the line. If you're upside down, you may just drop down. I don't know, or if you're swimming you may just never come back up kind of thing. So I mean, but I do see improvement, so that's a good thing. There is improvement, but we definitely need more numbers if we want to take America down once and for all and just stay on top, and that's where I see us on top.
Right. That's where I see us too. And Philip, thank you for your comment. We did extremely well considering how much competitions our juniors had. Yes, that's what myself and T were saying earlier. How much our juniors were doing since the season, but I'm impressed with our athletes, which shows guts and fights. Thank you so much for that comment, Philip. Yes, the athletes really, really puts everything, and even to the bitter end in that same 4x400 meters, they tried with the team that they had, the team
Mhm.
that was selected by the adults. They tried to do their best.
Yeah, they definitely did. They definitely did. I'm just happy. I'm just jubilant. I'm over the moon. I'm everything that's good because our Jamaicans just have been crushing it here. The Commonwealth Games just everywhere. They've been killing it.
So, track is what are you doing for the rest of your day?
There's a bike show in my community. I think I may head down to it. There's a bike show, so
Oh wow! At least you get to do something fun and
I don't know.
exciting.
My only thought is probably is sleep, so I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna, I'm
Okay.
gonna try.
And that note, the reason why T needs so much sleep track is run over to her channel. She just posted the latest video of Karika Hill and Alexis James. Go over to our platform and like our videos and comment, share, to spread the word out there about TXT track time. Our aim is to bring you quality, content for track and field, and of course to keep you engaged and informed with everything athletics.
Yeah, and of course, don't forget to like the stream, guys. Always support us by liking the video. That is how it gets through, as Tam would say, the YouTube algorithm. That's how we make it to more people, more eyes. We want more eyes on us to, be a part of what we're trying to build here, because we're trying to build a community with it, with our platform, not just to post the videos about what's happening, but to get involved. Let's talk it out. Let's hear each other's opinion on what's going on in track and field. So that's pretty much what we're trying to do, and it's been working so far, and we're so appreciative, obviously, of all the support that we've gotten. So yeah, for sure, like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so as well.
Right. And Philip, you said that US will always top the medal table because what else says that they'll always win on points, and most of the times they top the medal table as well because they're in so many events. But this time, not only did little Jamaica finish with more medals, we finished with 16 medals, so they're 15. We almost won. It came down to the last race, and they put so many athletes in. As far as medals go, it came down to the last race for them to get ahead of us in the quality of medals. They won on points, however, because of course, all those points add up, just like again, boys and girls athletics championships. All of those points add up over the events. So
Funny as you mentioned that, it was like a real champs moment, like coming down to the last race, because that happens a lot of times at champs, the last event to tell you who wins, kind of thing. So it was really exciting, and I was looking for Jamaica to come out ahead, but well.
I know I was doing all of my numbers. I was telling the track is like Jamaica needs to come ahead of the US, or the US needs to come at least second, regardless of whatever position Jamaica finishes in. With the US needs to finish at least in second place, no better than second. I was doing all the permutations and combinations and just like adding up the numbers, and we're like, okay, Jamaica, like regardless of how we do, the US can't come more than second. And they did the one thing we didn't want them to do of 8 teams and finish first. I was cheering for Jamaica. I was cheering for Spain. I was cheering for
That's why the American obviously bad man,
I was cheering for every team but the US. If anybody did pass out the US, I mean anybody, I would have been happy. It
No,
didn't have to be Jamaica.
stalwarts. There's stalwarts in the 4x4. It wouldn't have been that easy at all.
But with this quality team, what we can do is like going forward, knowing what we know and knowing how good we know we are, we need to not let it come down to especially the 4x400s, because that's usually the USA's strength. They just always have those 400-meter athletes on both
Yeah,
and male
true.
side.
True, but this time around we actually had people that could beat them. So I'm very interested to hear why, say, a Brianna Liston wasn't put in the 4x4, because remember, I was kindly told that she was a part of the 4x4 team when the list came out. So I would love to hear the reasoning as to why they didn't use Brianna Liston, and of course why they didn't use Rashawn Clark, because that of course would have strengthened the team. I don't know if it would have helped much on the female side, because Brenna may have had too much to do. But for sure, if Rashawn had run, that would have been a solid goal for us.
Right. We missed it. We missed it. It would have made this day that much more special had we just nabbed the medal at being on
You
top.
would say they wouldn't be able to deal with it though, because you know how we stay. We'll be gloating all day, every day, and rubbing it in their faces everywhere.
I
Twitter, Facebook,
know.
Instagram. We'll be doing
I
it
know.
everywhere.
I know. It's just as well. This just gives us a little bit of humility and know that there is work to be done.
Philip, the thing about a championship is that every team goes through mishaps. Every team will have some mishaps. So America did have their fair share of mishaps as well. So if everything was perfect for everybody, then we wouldn't know how that would have come out. But I think, even with the mishaps, Jamaica did absolutely fantastic, because there's always going to be mishaps. It's never going to always go to plan. So for what happened, I don't even see the mishaps. The mishaps they could just stay wherever they are, and we just have to sort those ones, obviously. But the team just came out as a collective unit and performed. And you know what? I'm actually much impressed with the juniors to a different level because the kind of unity that they show, you don't see it on the senior level. I hope they don't lose this kind of innocence when they get into the senior ranks and start to, when the competition gets tougher and everybody's fighting for their own place and the money starts to, figure into everything. I hope that they don't lose this kind of unity. But the unity that I see from the juniors, I wish I could see it on the senior side. Because remember, these athletes are fighting tooth and nail at champs. They're enemies as far as we are concerned. Calabar, the Edward Allens, the Holmwoods, the Manchesters, the KCs, the St. Jacobs, they're all enemies at champs. And they fight all year trying to win champs. And then they come to this championship and everybody's just together as one. I think that's fantastic.
And the best thing, yes, my baby? I'm on live. Yes. What do you need something?
Why is Christian looking so healthy?
Do you, do you need something?
No, I just was checking if you were blind.
Yeah.
Why is Christian looking so healthy?
He stays looking healthy. Too healthy, if you ask me. Too healthy. Oh my gosh, a little too healthy. But yes, as T was saying, and right, and to piggyback on that, we saw after that 4x100 meter denied world record at the Carifta Games, Tia, Brianna Liston going over to Tia Clayton and just giving her that big, huge hug. Like, I mean, they're like staunch competitors in the 100 and 200 meters. And you saw no sign of it that was so pure and genuine.
Yeah, the innocence. It's the innocence of youth, man.
And Tia Clayton. So yes, I hope some of that continues onto the senior level.
I'm proud of them. I'm definitely proud of them. The maturity they showed, it's world class. It is world class. You don't hear them complaining. And that's another thing I appreciate. Maybe it's just Jamaican athletes, but a lot of times, all right, let me give you an example. I was watching the Diamond League preview. They have the interview where they sit down and they talk to the athletes before the race. And Camacho Queen, Jasmine Camacho Queen, they were asking her, about her season so far, and maybe what went wrong and whatever, blah blah blah. And all I heard her was finding every excuse under the sun. And I'm like, even if you weren't pressuring yourself, even if all these things that you're saying, at the end of the day, sometimes you just have to admit that there was a better athlete. And Toby Amasan was just a better athlete on the day. She may be for this year. You never know what's going to happen next year. But she's world class. She shattered the world record. And to hear her sitting and complaining about, oh, if this was better, I would have done better. If that was better. And I'm like,
and Brittany Anderson as well. And don't forget, T, that you said, and I said as well, when Brittany Anderson came so close to winning Camacho Queen on the circuit, we said she wasn't going to win her again. And she won her again. We said Brittany, it's almost like when Gabby won Sharika for that last time. And we knew there was going to be a changing of the guard.
Yeah.
And after Brittany came so close to her, I knew that the next time Brittany Anderson faced Camacho Queen, she would destroy her. And that's what she did at the World Cup.
That's when I knew that Camacho Queen was over.
Not unstoppable.
In terms of Brittany beating her. But it's separate from Brittany, because Brittany and Camacho were still pretty close to each other. I'm talking about just the distance between Toby and everybody else. She was not going to beat Toby, none at all. No, not this year at all. In that finals, she was not going to beat Toby, and she had to admit, in my opinion, I thought it was not cool of her to just make it look like Toby was just not that much better than her. She was that much better than her, and I'm like, you have to admit it. But if somebody's better, they're better. Move on. Figure out how to get better too.
Right. 12:06 win aided. Come on. We're talking about lowering the world record from 12:23 or something like that. So, Philip, what are you saying here? This set of juniors, once they transition, our future in track and field is extremely bright. We have so much talent, and what they need to be properly coached and maintained. Yes, Yes, for the properly coaching and maintained, especially the maintenance. I've said it before. No athlete has gotten the type of care and handling that Usain Bolt has gotten, and we see he was already a special talent. And couple that with how they incubated him, cared, just guided him along. And by them I mean the Jamaican government. They took a keen interest in developing Usain Bolt and ensuring that he didn't put a foot wrong, and we saw him blossom from a special athlete into pretty much the best athlete that has ever lived.
Yeah, but true. But there's also another side to the story that a lot of us don't necessarily pay attention to sometimes, is that the athletes sometimes are interested in other things. Track is just a way out for them to maybe get a scholarship to further themselves in whatever career they really like, or the place that they really want to go to in the future. Let me give you an example. I remember watching, I think her name is I don't remember her name. Paula and Porter's daughter. I can't remember her name right now. She was doing the high jump back in Champs. And I remember she was so good. And I'm like, wow, we have another body, high jumper coming through. She can be good eventually down the line. And I remember when she graduated, Paula and Porter put out a press release to say, she has love for the high jump, and because she also did the volleyball as well, but her first love is the volleyball, and she's taking that route. So we just lost somebody there. And then I'm looking at, what's his name, the guy in the 800 meters from Jamaica College. His name is slipping me right now, but for him, he's going into some medical science, something another of the start. And to me, if you're going into such a job, it sounds like it's going to take your whole life and take you, maybe to Mars, who knows. But it doesn't sound like, he'll be able to continue track and field for much longer, because they actually have other things that they want to do. So we also have to think about that. They may be good now, and we may be enjoying it, but we don't know what they really want to do. So they may head off and do something else.
Right. And Anthony, thanks. You're saying that you're in England now, but you're gonna go to bed. You're planning to rest for the rest of the night. You will sleep well. Jamaican Girls and Boys made you so happy. Yes, won't we all sleep well? Let me see. So tonight is Saturday night for you still. So tomorrow is Sunday. So you have another day before your crazy life resumes. Presuming that you don't work on a Sunday. Yes. Thank you for staying with us so late, Anthony.
Can you remember how the JA woman 400 meter were fighting and hating each other? I asked Sharika to cancel another event because she was better than them. It's not just in the 400 meter. I've seen it in every single event. I've seen it from way back in the 100, the 200, coming straight up. The women just stay fighting all the time. But other than personal pride, I think it also has something to do with the clubs as well, because it's like you're at war pretty much. You're at war with each other. I remember back in 2008 when Usain Bolt came around, it was like this big war between racers and MVP, and that's pretty much how it is. And if for men, they're better to put their differences aside easier, but not for women. If me and you war, then it's like we can never get over it, kind of thing. So I don't know if and when these women that are already there will change, but I'm just hoping that the ones that are coming up will be able to, just do better. I don't know how to say it, but just do better.
And one more thing I need to say, Ricky and T, and even within the clubs themselves, we all know that athletes enter these clubs on different levels, and even while they're within the clubs, they transition. So you have different training groups. So you have the elite training groups, the not so elite, and then they have different levels, right? I
Mhm.
think that not enough is being done in the management of the clubs for them to the athletes to feel, self-assured and confident at whatever level they are. So, for instance, if another athlete is getting more attention, they should still, know that they're important and they're contributing, and they need to work hard to get themselves in another level. And if they're all in the elite level, the best of the best, like say, Shelley and Fraser Price and Elaine Thompson here towards the end of their time at MVP, then they need to ensure that each athlete is properly supported, mentally through, sports psychologists, so that they remain strong. And, even if one athlete is doing better than one this season, their confidence level is still up, and it doesn't come down to, any type of bitter, bickering or friction among the
Yeah, that's
athletes.
true. True. Because another thing as well is that you see when athletes are fighting, let's say for instance Shelly and Elite, and I don't know if they were fighting, I'm just using them as an example. If they're having a disagreement, right? If the club for one reason or another shows or leans towards another athlete, the other athlete is going to feel bitter, right? So there's no way the club should try to ever get in the middle of it, because at the end of the day, you're gonna have so many athletes individually. Like how you pick a side, then the other person's gonna feel like they don't belong. Like that doesn't make no sense to me.
Right. Let me get into some more comments. Rose is saying nobody was going to beat
Oh, hold
Toby.
on, don't skip this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Javon Blake. I was forgetting his name, Ricky. Thanks, Javon Blake. Right. So he's the
Yes.
one that I was saying that's gonna move on, and he's gonna be great in whatever he does. But for me, track and field probably just isn't gonna be part of it.
Okay. And then who were we? Were at Rose, who was saying
Yeah.
that nobody was going to beat Toby.
Yeah.
Right. She was flawless. And not only that, when the chop, 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 when she lowered her leg, even from the first round when she was just running 12-4,
Mhm.
the way she snapped when she landed and like got back into her running,
Yeah. It was
even
crisp.
then, it was so crisp. So even then, even when she was not running 12-3, because we had at that time we had
Kenny.
Williams from Jamaica, whose personal
Oh.
best is 12-3 at that point. We had, of course, we had Kenny Harrison 12-2, Kamacha Quinn 12-2. So we had still athletes that were of better caliber at that point, but nobody else was so fluid. Snap, snap,
Yeah.
snap at that point over the hurdles, even when she set her personal best in the first round. So from that point, even though it was just a 12-4, I sat up and I took notice, and I'm like, I mean, she was so crisp, and
Hmm.
that was the
Looks
result.
like she's ready to go sub 12. And I can't wait to see the 100-meter hurdles reaching to a new level. I see every other, event getting into new levels. I want to see it happening in the 100-meter hurdles as well.
And then Ricky says, Rose Diamond, remember it's a hurdle. Who thought her male 110 championship would have shifted suddenly? I
Uh, I don't agree.
the comment is multifaceted, because again, it's a hurdles race, so the best person may not win on the day. So it's two separate things. We're saying that such and such athlete is really good, but on any day she might not win if for whatever happens, and the hurdles get in the way. She might, because we can see Omar hasn't been able to clear his hurdles successfully these last 3 seasons. So,
But
but
remember,
regardless,
that it's not really a shift as well, because remember, Hansa was always around, so it's not like there's no shift. These people were always on top of their game. He was always a 12-9, hurdler. So I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the statement. Yes, it's the hurdles, and the hurdles can always get in your way. But the type of class that Toby showed in terms of clearing the hurdles, her technique, there was nobody that looked remotely close to her at that championships. No one.
right, and her technique is starting to look a little bit unique. She's the only one kind of doing what she's doing, which is why she lowered the world record by so much. The snapping when she lowers her legs and gets back into her running in between the hurdles is really special. I think Brittany Anderson from last year is saying that just comparing her to Kamacha Queen, I was thinking they had the same body type, the same type of run, the same type of power, which is why I was fully expecting to see Brittany outpace
Who
Camacho.
has the same type of body type? Brittany has the same body type as Camacho? You're mad, Brittany, with that big
They're
body?
both big and thick. Well, they're both big and thick. They're both big, tall, and thick.
No.
When they run side on
Camacho
side,
is
it's like
tall. Camacho is tall. Brittany has she's well, let's put it this way. She's well endowed.
that's one about it. As Camacho is not that far. I mean, obviously, she is not well down or the back like Brittany, but they have from the front.
No, they don't look similar. Look at them again. Go pause a second and go look at that Camacho Queen front way and go look at Brittany front way and see if they look alike. They look
I
nothing
feel
alike.
they look alike, and definitely look from the when they're running, they
Body
kind of
type,
clear the
no.
hurdles similarly. Apart from that, Britain, of course, needs to clean up her hurdling technique. Then she'll be unstoppable.
No, that's what that's what I was just about to bring that up. Just imagine she's now at 12:3, right? And she's still so messy. And I'm like, how much faster can this girl go? I can see the future when she clears it up, and I can see her dipping below that 12-second barrier because she has so much to fix. I'm amazed at how fast she can go while being so messy. Right. So let's just see what happens in the future. But I can't wait to see it. I've been a Britney supporter from day one. And what I'm seeing now, it just, makes me feel good for, sticking with her through all of those Champs days. Because I remember there was this thing with Britney at Champs. I don't remember if she wasn't friendly or something, but there was always that this is a stigma. And I'm like, why are you people hating on Britney? I don't know. She's so good. Right. But I love what I'm seeing with her now.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to pull up the Commonwealth Games if you have it.
Oh, the latest results.
The
Um,
schedule.
the schedule
Mm-hmm.
for
I
tomorrow. For tomorrow.
Yeah, or generally, like what is left. It ends up
Tomorrow's the last day for track events. I don't know if it's the last day overall, but I know it's the last day.
it's the last day overall.
Oh, it's the last day overall. Okay, so all right, yeah, tomorrow's the last day. Let me see what track events we have on.
What?
Let me tell you the time as well. And I'm going to tell you in Jamaica time as well. So in Jamaica time, we have the medal ceremony for the men's 200 and the women's 200. That's at 4 a.m. in the morning. Ain't no way nobody's waking up to see that after partying tonight. I don't know. We have the triple jumps final starting at 4:15. That's early. Did I actually change this time? Let me look. I have to make sure that my time zone. Oh yeah, I did change it. So the triple jump is starting at. I don't think we have anybody in triple jump. I'm not sure though. Then the 4x1 is coming up at 6:40. So 6:40 in the morning, the 4x1.
What are you looking at? Because when I pulled
let me send you the link.
yeah, when I pulled Sunday, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the long jump final, the 1500 final, the 800 javelin, 5000 4x and the two 4x4s.
No, I'm seeing. I don't know. I have it filtered to all.
Oh, okay. Because I'm seeing like just the long jump.
Yeah. So we have the 4x1s up tomorrow, but they're up tomorrow morning at 6:30. Then a whole bunch of medal ceremonies. Then in the afternoon, no, we have the medal ceremony at 12:40 for the 4x1s. Then a long jump final at 1 o'clock, 5,000 final, 800-meter final, 5,000 final as well, 1,500. No, that's a medal ceremony. Medal ceremony. Okay, and then we have coming up at what's 14? 14 is 4 o'clock. No, 2 o'clock. Sorry. 4x4s come up at 2. Yeah, 4x4s are the last thing on the track. Yeah,
Right,
so the 4x4s come up at 2.
right. I just realized the problem with my schedule because tomorrow morning their time is not my time, so that's why I wasn't seeing the early events because those ones were being run actually on the first their time, which is the second my time.
Oh wait, yeah, that's why you have to change it to your time zone. They have a thing up at the top, a little clock thing. I can change it to your time zone.
Right. So who said Brittany? Horace Lynch said Brittany is big and sexy. She will break the world record and dominate Amazon. We just need Golden Clark to coach her. She definitely needs a different. She has been no, she is improving. So I don't want to say she needs a different coach.
Yeah, her start is better.
Her start is better. Even clearing the hurdles is better. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah. She's not that crisp over the hurdles at all. That snap that you saw Toby has, when she gets that snap, she's gonna be unstoppable, and I can't wait to see it.
And of course,
similar to how Kenny and I don't want to use Toby alone as an example because she's not the only one that has it. Kenny at her best. You see how she just snaps over the hurdles, same thing. That's the
And
same
Kenny
thing I'm
was
going to see from Brittany.
right, and Kenny has been pretty good this season.
Mm-hmm.
So we have been seeing though that snap, snap, snap from her. It's just
Mm-hmm.
that Toby put a new name to it, a new meaning to it. That's that the perfection over the hurdles. Ricky Stoney, I await the return of her Excelsior World Junior record holder. If her injury heals, she was doing well at the senior level. We're going to get deeper in that hurdles.
Who is that now?
I'm wondering, Excelsior,
You're saying the hurdles?
Excelsior. Who are you talking about, Ricky? I'll get back to you. I'm just gonna tell Anthony good night, then get back to you, Ricky.
Good night, Anthony. Thanks for
Good night.
hopping in.
Do you lot going live tomorrow? We're not sure. We'll think about
Anthony, I
it.
see you for 10 days straight.
T T hasn't been taking care of herself. She has been trying to bring you quality content. So we're not sure we'll go live. We'll just have to see. But thank you for staying with us. Good night. And back to Ricky. Are you gonna tell us which I think you're speaking about Excelsior hurdles good? Returning.
I don't know. Oh, Nugent.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Girl.
I was thinking older. I was thinking much older. I'm like, what are
Senior.
you talking about?
Like 28, 20, I'm thinking 27, 28, and my mind is racking up.
I'm looking at Danielle and I'm saying Danielle never go Excelsior. I'm looking at everybody around that age range and I'm like, who are we talking
Ricky,
about?
like, listen,
No,
Akira's
Akira not
barely
even
a senior.
started. She not even
Akira's,
started.
yes, Akira's barely a senior. She ran one senior race. I was even thinking of, I was in my mind, she was literally still a junior. She hasn't even completed
Ah,
the
yeah,
league.
she has so much
Yeah,
left. I mean, she
yes,
can never be gone. In my opinion, even though she won that under 20 title, yeah, and she's world champion there, obviously. But like she has yet to start. And to see how
right,
fast she's going now, I don't even want to begin to dream about the possibilities just yet because she's just that good. But
right.
yeah.
Akira hasn't raced her first
Money.
senior race. So we're
Money,
flexing
boy, big.
her comeback and dominates. Like she
Let's
is.
see what he said about he said world junior record holder. So
Oh,
who
he
is?
did.
Anna my girl had the world junior record holder?
Oh,
It wasn't Brittany. She took it from Brittany. Because recently I heard them saying Brittany still has the one in World Juniors, and I was there thinking to myself, doesn't Akira have it? And I was confused because I'm trying to remember who has
because
it.
I'm pretty sure she had taken it from her. I think we had covered that already. Let us see.
She had taken the indoor one. I remember vividly when she took the indoor one from her, but I don't remember when she took the senior one.
I'm bringing up her profile on World Athletics honors. So they have her for the that don't have her for the record.
They don't have Akira for the record.
I'm not seeing that. They have her as a champion, but not the record holder.
No, you know what, Horace, I think that Nugent's technique is better than Anderson's, but Anderson has the raw speed and power. So you see, if both of them can work on their individual, I guess, flaws, then they'll be both phenomenal. Obviously, better than they are now. But yeah, Brittany definitely has raw speed and power for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know it's indoor. She has the indoor one. It's not the outdoor one because Brittany still has it. Well, yeah, she still has it, I think.
Right. Put up Horace's comment again. Right. So yes, Horace, I disagree. She has speed and technique. She has better technique than Anderson, in fact. What she needs is that the more power.
Well, it's the same thing. Well, why do you disagree?
No, he says that she doesn't have the speed, power, and technique of Anderson. Basically, he's saying that Nugent is not comparable to Brittany
No,
Anderson,
that's
and
not true.
she
That's not
does
true.
have the
Yeah,
tech.
yo, that's the same thing. Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize. I didn't realize
Right.
the technique part.
Right. He's saying she doesn't have the technique, and no, but her technique is definitely top notch.
For
Since
sure. Her
moving to
technique
the
is better than
higher,
Anderson's.
right. So she has been having some challenges once she had, migrated to the higher hurdles, but she has been making the necessary adjustments.
And she's working on her speed as well because we see her running the flat race for Baylor. So we know she's working on the speed. But you know what? The thing about Akira is that she actually has this deceptive run. She actually doesn't look like she's going fast and she's going fast. So you don't see the power. So the power that you can vividly see from Brittany, you don't see from Akira. But Akira is actually going fast as well.
Right. Come on. Oh, I've been on the slide for a minute, but yes, track is.
And I'm missing my back show, so I'm gonna see what I can do. Um,
What
I'm
are
a
the show
fan.
you're missing?
Huh?
Which show did it say you're missing?
The back show.
What's the band show?
I don't know what they do with a back shoe. Just ride
Oh,
around
you
the
mean
back
the
and
bike
run.
show? Bike. Okay. No, the race bikes are no. Are they like the spinning circles and stuff
They
like
spin in
that?
the circles and do all
Similar
these
to
crazy
right.
things. I don't
So
know
they do
what
like
I'm
the
doing.
different things.
To me, it's dangerous and so much bad things can happen. But I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm gonna try.
Okay, so Rose, yes, Yanni Thompson, definitely. We did a video, it's on our channel where we covered the depth of Jamaican sprint hurdling on both the male and female sides, separate videos. So all our female hurdlers are looking really, really good.
Yannick needs a new coach.
Yes, and they if they fix little things, they can really be impactful on the
No,
rest.
Yannick has this thing with her leg. She has this whip thing with her leg that causes her to get an injury every single time she's running. And I don't know if they haven't noticed it because every time she's running, I'm just cringing and I'm like, she's looking like she's about to hurt herself. It just flips over awkwardly and it looks like I don't know if you flick your finger this weird way and with your joint and you feel some pain or something in it. That's what when she's running, that's what I see. She needs a new coach. I've always loved Yannick and I've been dying to. And again, Yannick is from Manchester. Well, I don't know if she's from Manchester, but she went to Homewood. So that's it. That's enough to know. But I've been dying to see her, take it to another level. But I just feel like so she need to left. What that place name again?
I don't know where she's been coached.
What the coach with the college?
Um, that's where she's been coached. The school with the college
Yeah, what's her name again? That
in
team
Sunshine,
that trains the
GC Foster.
coaches. Yeah, JC Foster. She need to left. What the club name?
Whatever club they have at GC Foster.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
I
think it's
don't know
working
what the club
for
is
her.
name.
I don't think it's working for her. I don't know.
Megan has her online coaching.
It's online coaching a lie. She said she a trainer foreign.
Megan coaches on Zoom. I'm not saying that it doesn't work for her, but check is remember that Megan is training on Zoom. I remember that for the Olympics, Megan's coach is not necessarily in the same geographical, same space with her, same
Yeah.
physical space every day. So
Hmm.
she has her assistant coach, which is her husband, and then
Right.
she has a major coach who she trains with on Zoom. So I don't know if that can help Yannick.
Well, according to Nugent, when we were wondering because it was became a concern when we saw her running the flat 100 and the hurdles back to back, without just 50 minutes rest in between. And she came out and she said, "This is the best she has ever felt. This is the best treatment she's ever gotten." And this is the best, this is the only time she's ran injury free and all these things under the sun. So I don't know if she's only saying this to placate the school and make the school look good or whatever because she's there. But I mean, if the athlete says it's fine, then who are we to say anything else?
Yes, and I tend to agree with her. Come on, in America here, I mean, no, even if they're pushing you, they're only pushing you so much and no more. Nobody wants to get sued, and they're going to be treating you properly. You're going to be eating properly, and you're going to have all of the equipment that you need, all of your gear, and just think about running it. We already know that Jamaica, our athletes are, especially in the high school level. Come on, they're probably running up size spikes 2 times their size if their parents don't have the money to buy the spikes. Uh, So I can see her thinking that. What I'm saying, I can see her thinking that she's benefiting from the collegiate experience because everything
Yeah.
is being
And
handed
and
to her.
then athletes like Akira as well, they don't need any outside motivation to keep them going at their craft because they love their craft. A lot of times we see our Jamaican athletes fail. It's not because of they weren't getting the nutrition or whatever. It's because mentally they just couldn't bother no more. They just couldn't take it no more and they just check out.
Okay.
Any kind of sports is something that you can give up on.
Do you see Megan Tapper becoming a dominant? I'm Megan's biggest supporter. Uh
Yes, you
I
are.
do see to her with growth. Definitely, everybody can grow and improve. Megan is hardworking. She works hard every day at her craft,
Yeah,
and
she was good
so
at technique for sure.
yes. So hopefully, if she's not still training on Zoom, hopefully
Why
she
do you keep bringing up the Zoom? I didn't even know about the Zoom until you said it.
no, this is not facts. I'm just saying anybody that can train in Jamaica and their coach is overseas. Well, last year at least. This season she's trained overseas, so that didn't make any sense to me at all. So hopefully this year with her training closer, like in proximity to her coach, she can make improvements. But of course, I've supported Megan again. She has
All
been to
right.
what, 4 or 5, was it? Is it championships? Like Megan will keep doing Megan and keep improving. Let us just wrap
From
up
me,
the
Megan,
athletes.
from me with Megan, a lot of times she just loses technique and she just looks like she's jumping the hurdles. And because she's so short, obviously she loses so much time being in the air. So, which is why I'm saying because she's so short, similar to a Kenny, and Kenny's apparently 5'4", and I didn't know. But anyway,
Kenny
I'm
just looks
5'4". I'm 5'4", and I look at Kenny, and Kenny looks much more shorter than me. But I'm just saying,
you don't look tall. I'm just telling you.
no, I never said I look tall, but like if I'm judging myself against her from the screen, she looks like an itty bitty ant.
Oh
So I
no.
don't know. But anyway, so right, so she has to definitely for shorter people, you have to have good technique if you're gonna clear the hurdles. Like if nothing else works for you, you have to have good technique. Or you're gonna just stay in the air and lose time.
Definitely. Yes, Naron, the women hurdles in is deep in Jamaica,
Yeah,
uh,
for sure.
and the men as well.
What percent? I don't have a clue.
I don't have a clue, but what level, what
It's
percentage,
a little bit though. It's like a really, really low.
but what percentage?
Overall.
Okay. But when we match elite athlete, let's just say this from an elite level. When we compare elite Jamaican athletes who have trained locally to elite athletes that have gone overseas, coming out of champs that were doing really well, it's about even Steven. Now, I think Jamaica has a better developmental program because we saw Shelly not doing nothing at champs and she did much better training locally. Who even knew there was Asafa even existent at champs, really? Elaine Thompson here, she didn't even make the final year at Manchester.
I
Manchester
think it's
didn't even
unfair to
put her on the
compare.
final year.
I think it's
But,
unfair to compare, honestly, because
so
back
right, so
then,
I
no,
would
back then
say,
Jamaica just didn't have the infrastructure to do anything, to be honest.
but even
And
now, I would say when we compare the amount of elite athletes that go overseas and succeed to the elite ones that succeed in Jamaica, it's about even Stephen because coming out of champs, the elite athletes are not the ones that are making waves. Sharika did well at champs. But in recent years, people that did well enough at champs, come on, there's the who is there? Usain Bolt. Like who are we pulling for really? Then if we go overseas, we have to go back to Veronica Campbell Brown if we're trying to compare.
everybody before that, every single soul before that.
And then no, but even more recently, if we look at like the which jump is that we have that little girl doing so well. Um, um,
The high jump.
yes. So
Oh, what's her name again? I'm forgetting her name right now.
so
She's at
it's
Commonwealth Games
crazy,
now.
right? So I'm saying as far as it relates to high school track stars, not the ones that are not stars, but the high school athletes that are stars that leave. So now we're looking at Brianna Liston versus Tina Clayton, who will train locally, and where will that get them? Then we have the non-elite athletes who, to me, when they stay local, they seem to get better. But then the US colleges never wanted them to start with, so their only option was to really stay local. And we can see our local program. Even Stephen Francis himself said years ago that he doesn't want no star.
All right. If we're
What's
talking no, if
the
we're talking no, then Tom, what I will say is that US colleges are actually doing better than what we see locally. Because really it's the stalwarts that are still keeping us in the game. We haven't seen anything new happening from anybody that has graduated from champs yet. We're not seeing nothing yet. At the stalwart, them still in the thing. But
right?
if you look at the improvements, say and Akira Nugent has made since going overseas, then yeah, you can clearly see that what's happening over there for them is much better than what's happening here locally in the present moment.
Right, when you compare elite athletes
No,
who stayed in Jamaica to elite athletes that went overseas. But
no.
generally speaking, athletes that stayed in Jamaica that were not elite, Jamaica has developed them. But then it's hard to like throw the US underneath the board for the collegiate system, because those Shelley never got no scholarship. You know what I'm trying to say? So their only choice was to stay in Jamaica, and that worked out for them.
No, I don't agree. I believe that success and failure is based on who wants to succeed and who wants to fail. Sometimes these persons coming off champs with being, a champ star, they come out of champs with a chip on their shoulder and they believe them name kind of thing. And sometimes it's the hungrier athlete that succeeds because they want it, so they go to training every solid day and put in the work, while the person with the quote unquote more talent is doing nothing, and then their talent just goes down the drain. So I don't even think it has anything to do with champ star and matriculating. I just think some of them just feel like say they've already make it, and so you go.
Which is why I said I think it's even Stevens and Horace. You said that you've been watching champs since the great champs athletes since 1974, and many went off to college and faded. Then you named the ones that did well. But which great champs athletes stayed in Jamaica and did well,
During
Horace,
that time,
during
during that
that time, and
time,
even now, the
I
how
even
many
know. Yeah,
great champs athletes? We're not talking about mediocre champs athletes who
yeah,
Jamaica has managed to develop. We're talking about great champs athletes.
yeah. The great
So
ones that went over there came back great. Um,
mhm.
and again, not everybody's gonna make it. Not everybody's gonna make it for one reason or another. Whether they give up, whether injuries take them out, not everybody's gonna make it. I mean, think about sports on a whole. Look at the net. Look at what is it called, the NBA. Look at how many people make it out of all of those college schools just to be drafted. Like, not everybody's gonna make it.
You're right. And Rose, you mentioned Sharon Simpson. She was top tier Manchester High. She had collegiate offers. She was winning the races at champs, or coming second at least behind the Homewood athletes at the time, and she chose like behind like the Anisha McLaughlins, and she chose Jamaica, and that benefited her. So if we want to pull for local trained athletes that were doing well at champs, Sharon is one of the few that we can even like names that we can call, and she wasn't even winning because at that time, prior to her, in between the same time, on the 1 year older, you would have had like VCB
Mhm.
and Simone Facey, and then 1 year younger, you'd have had like Anisha McLaughlin, and so you had athletes that were always like one step ahead of her, but she was still making finals and medaling, coming second or whatever. So she's one of the athletes that was good enough at champs, that stayed in Jamaica, that did well. But other than that, a lot of them are athletes that developed over time.
I saw a picture of recently that was very interesting of Anisha McLaughlin winning a race. I don't remember what race it was. And Shelly they wear on her back a bus shot. I try and make it into it's a still, but it was just a contrast between how far ahead Anisha was and in her celebratory mode, while Shelly was still running back a bus shot. I try running. So I mean, I
Which is
believe
why
strongly it's not just talent.
So people blame the US system when they look at Anisha McLaughlin. That is when people really starts to blame the US system. So you know what I'm going to challenge people to say? Let us see what Stephen Francis. Now I'm hoping the best for Tina and Tia Clayton. So now is the time for Jamaica to prove our merit when it comes to training elite athletes, athletes that are already going into the local camps at the top tier levels.
But
So
I
we have
don't think that's
Tina
fair.
Clayton running 10.95. Let us see um how she develops.
It's
You know,
never fair unless you get the backstory. You know why? It's easy to point finger and say it's because they didn't do this or it's because they didn't do that. All right, case in point. For a few years, we were watching Tina and Tia dominate at champs, right? And then all of a sudden, Tia fell off, and everybody was wondering, what's going on with Tia, kind of thing. And until they came out and they said that, her head wasn't really in the game at the moment, which is why she fell off, but now she's getting back into things, which is why you see her this 2022 season, coming back and coming back stronger. And I'm saying athletes go through those things. So you see athletes fall off immediately, you start pointing fingers and saying it's the college, but you don't know. You don't know, they could be going through their own personal struggles that is holding them back. So I don't necessarily think that you can even use that as a judgment to say, if Steven is gonna fail, yes or no. Because what if the athlete them decide say they no want to do it no more? I see me I go blame. Like that
right,
doesn't make no sense to me.
right. So I've never knocked the overseas system, and I don't knock the Jamaican system either. But what I can applaud the Jamaican system for is for taking risks with no-name athletes. I never hear about Shirley till Stephen Francis had her. She wasn't winning no race at champs. So
I didn't know about
and,
myself either.
or Asafa, like who were these people? So so Jamaica has really Jamaica and especially the Stephen Francis camp has really been really
And the
really
biggest
good
one, and the
at
biggest one,
developing
Elaine.
athletes.
And the biggest one at Elaine. Elaine just come out to drop out. Elaine come out to drop out the sky.
I'm from Manchester High and I never heard the name Elaine Thompson
Me
here. Like
never hear. I'm from Manchester. Me I watch champs the whole of the time. Then when Elaine run a champs, I me
I
never see
like
him yet.
I was driving through Mandeville recently when I was in Jamaica, and they have a sign of Elaine Thompson here up, like proud Olympic champion. They need to take out that stop using the girl. They need to put the girl on there, not to call out Manchester High or anything, but
Yeah. No,
they
me
didn't
really
even
bad.
put
Me never
Elaine on
see Elaine run a champs yet. Me don't know when she run.
they didn't even pick Elaine for the team. That is how bad they
That's
did
the
Elaine.
fact. That's our final year, though. That was our final year. But
Yes, for her final
I don't
year.
know how much years she actually spent at Manchester now because she was at Belfield for a few years before that, or maybe I don't remember how long before that.
Winston Berger, there's a difference between college educated and going pro early. So take for example Sidney McLaughlin or any of the other athletes who have decided to go pro or in any sport. And I keep hearing this over and over again, so I just need to address this once and for all. If Tina Clayton and Tia Clayton go pro, that doesn't mean they're not going to get a college degree. Brianna Williams, who went pro straight after being a junior, that doesn't mean she's not going to school. Going collegiate means that you're training in a college program versus going pro immediately and training in
And
a
you can't.
professional
No, the
club.
biggest thing is that you can't be monetized, and you own nothing. You own none of your rights to anything. So that's the biggest thing to go. The biggest difference between going college and going pro. So going pro, you can still go to college, but you own all your rights to
And you
your
can start
image,
making money.
and you can start making money. But when you just go to college, all on it, and they own everything.
So, in other words, Winston Berger, Tina Clayton, and Tia Clayton have decided to go pro and join the Stephen Francis camp. They can still be accepted to UWR and UTEC and go to classes in between and graduate with a degree. Shelley and Fraser Price graduated with her degree out of the MVP camp.
And they can get
So,
it, and they can get it signed in their contract. Let me see. I'm trying to remember
exactly.
which American athlete. I don't think it was Cindy because Cindy did 1 year of college. I'm trying to remember which one. I think it was. What's the little girl name? Tamara Clark. No, not Tamara. What's her name? The one that was running with Brianna.
Tamari Davis, Tamari who?
Tamara Davis. Yes,
Tamari Davis.
that's right. Her. I think when she went pro, she got it signed in, or maybe it's the other one. The other one that has, have been, I guess, probably forgotten
Disappeared.
right now. Disappeared. What's her name? The
I,
tall
I
one.
know
Yes.
who you're talking about, but I can't remember her name, but I know exactly who
Yeah,
you're
but a few of them have it signed into their contract. You just have to be smart. It's about having the right manager and not selling yourself, because you see a lot of people sell themselves in anything and they lose out in the long run. So you just
Right.
have to have good people around you that will be able to guide you and help you make the right decision so you don't lose out in the long run.
So again, going pro doesn't mean that you're not college educated, and going pro at 17 or 18 doesn't mean that you're not going to college. It just means that you have chosen to start earning for every race that you run versus
Mhm.
just running for your school. But you
Yeah.
can still be going to school and still still be training pro.
Well, the good thing about
I'm trying to get me some lights in. I'm getting darker and darker. I wonder if I put my
no, MVP has come on, because even with what's his name? Glenn Mills. He was around way before as well. And but Steven has just come on and taken the game to a whole new level with MVP. So we would definitely have to give them their kudos. Well, for me, I've always rated him as the best coach, sprint coach that is. And I actually love Steven. And I like people that are direct and frank. I mean, I didn't really agree with the whole Shelly and Elaine thing, but that's just one instance. For the most part, Steve can probably do no wrong in my eyes, because at the end of the day, people seem to think that sports is something easy and everything is just about bag of talk and pretty fancy words. No, you have to put in the serious work. And if you're not willing to do the work or have somebody over you with a big stick, then some people just not gonna do the work. And some people don't want to do the work, and then they feel like, oh, they should just make it just like that. That's not gonna work. Tam, your camera jumped off. Are you still online? Tam, can you hear?
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm trying to set up my I'm trying to set up my I'm trying to get some lights in.
Okay. Not every athlete is
Oh my
cut
god,
out
so
for
this light
college.
is bad. So I'm moving around a little bit. So
That's sure. That's true. That is true. Not everybody is cut off for it, but a degree always helps you, helps your resume. So even if it's a degree in whatever random thing, it's a degree nonetheless.
I'm moving around because ah I need to get better lights.
You look tired.
Yeah, I was just moving from point A to point B on my deck. I'm hot, I'm tired. Look at me. I was just trying to like relocate so that I could get some
Anyway,
light.
next time when me say me I go my back show and yeah, hold me up here, I go to my back show, mom.
Okay, trackies. Thank you for staying with us. Let us see. Brittany Anderson was smart to go pro early. The U.S. college athletes were earning money. Will earn will earning money soon, if not already. Athletes have been exploited by colleges, and advocates have been hitting out at the NCAA.
Yeah,
Well,
but it was that rule was passed for a good while now, and I don't hear nobody making money. So I don't know if what's the story with that. I mean, I don't hear none of the athletes making any money. Have you heard of the athletes making any money? Tom?
I haven't. No, oh no, I haven't. They haven't. They're not making any money
They're not
because
making
then
any
they
money.
wouldn't be so like happy to go pro so quickly. So
I
they're not
don't hear them
making any
making any
money.
money. That rule was passed a good while ago now, but I don't hear hear that they're making any money. I've been actually listening out for it.
I haven't heard them making any money either. So I need to have it cut out for
All right, Tom, I'm gonna go now. Chucky, thanks again. I'm gonna jump off. I'm not sure if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll try to post the videos, but I need 10 days of sleep. Well, not really, but I need a break.
and
So,
trackies. Okay, I'm going as well.
oh, you're going as well.
Yes, of course. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. I need dinner. I'm leaving the chat. Thanks, Philip, for staying with us. You enjoyed the show. You answered the chat questions. Keep it up. Thank you so much. So, T, you can sign us out when you're ready. You are leaving, or do you want to sign? Yeah,
There's
just
some
sign
great
it.
young coaches. Let's say this last one. There's some great young coaches in Jamaica. The next great one that is locally conditioned will be Akeem Blake. Yeah, I mean, Akeem Blake and Civil looks like he's also going to be, top notch. But again, for a different video. I'll talk about the whole Civil thing, how I feel about Civil this season in another video, I suppose. But until then, trackies, I really appreciate it. Tom came on live when I could not, obviously, so I really appreciate her doing that as well. And coming and keeping your company and letting you know that we're still here and we're still providing quality content.
Remember, we T put out some videos, so go and check those
Oh
out.
yeah, go and go watch the video them. Oh no, watch the video them. Come here, look on the views them. Go and go watch the video them. And like the video and leave a comment. Thank
Okay,
you so much, guys. We'll catch you in another one.
bye bye.
Bye.